Hello there again, Josie here from Life at 50 and Beyond. Thanks for joining me here again on my channel. As you have seen from my long intro, this is all about Jessie Cake's project. I've decided today to take a little bit of a break from showing you haul videos as well as DIY videos because again, my channel is all about my life at 50 and beyond, and included in that is also our home-based bakery, which is also not just a hobby project of the family, but it's also a business. So I just want to give you a little bit of a history on this one because I kind of want to inspire everyone or other people out there, young and old, that they can do anything as long as they put their minds and heart into. Nothing is impossible. I think part of this channel where I do my life at 50 and beyond is to also not just show you what I've been doing as I turn my golden years, during my golden years, as I prepare for retirement, but also things to inspire and have others learn from what I've been through before I reached this stage in my life. Now, anyway, Jessie Cake's project is actually the brainchild of our one and only child. I think I've already mentioned her in some of my videos here. And I mentioned also that she has a gaming channel, and I'm linking down below what her gaming channel is. But it was her brainchild. This was conceptualized back in 2011. That was back in high school. She was still in high school when she thought about this. I think she was transitioning from junior and entering her senior year. And the main thing why she had started this is because it was inspired also by not only by her love of eating baked goodies, but also her love of helping out others in need. She and I used to always bake in our kitchen. We do a lot of things together. The three of us, from my husband, daughter, and I. And my daughter and I used to hang out a lot in the kitchen. We would concoct something, like dishes, because we were also trying to get healthier and lose weight. But at the same time, our love for sweets is just there. And it's, we make everything from the main course all the way to the dessert. And whenever there are any, get-together, especially the family gatherings, we often bring in our desserts, homemade desserts. And there was one time when somebody mentioned that, to my daughter, that she makes great concoctions or confectionaries, and said to her, why don't you start selling them? I mean, that person even said that if you sell them to me right now, I'll be willing to pay. So at that moment, I think that was the light bulb moment for my daughter. And she was thinking, okay, she loves to help out charities, but there's only so much that she can do with the budget that she has. We give her an allowance, and she would often set aside some to help out others. But at the same time, she's also aware that, it's only limited, and she wants to be able to help out a lot of her charities. And if you go to her blog or to the Jessie Cakes Project Facebook page, I think it would also mention there the dozen or so charities that she supports. Anyway, so like I said, it was a light bulb moment, and then I went out to Facebook and kind of put it out there and kind of made an announcement there and said, okay, my daughter is thinking about doing this, and anyone wants to buy. Anyway, so one of our friends, and her name is Isel, and I'm not giving out her full name because of privacy reasons, but Hi, Isel. If you get to watch this, I would like to say hi and do a shout out. But anyway, she lives in Southern California, and she said, "Wow, that's awesome." And I can't quote her exactly what she said, but then she said that's a Jesse Cakes project. So the moniker or the name started off there, and you said, we were thinking about what to name it, and that's when it just hits. It's a good name. She was just mentioning it as a project, not really thinking we're gonna be utilizing it as a name of the charity. Again, we started it off as her high school project, and it's more for charity. Whatever we made back then, as far as profits, we put them out there after we kind of pay off all of the materials or ingredients that we purchase. We would all of those the remaining ones, the profits that we made, we give them to charities. And there have been some shout outs that we have done in the past where we even showed the receipt where we paid or donated to, let's say, the American Hearts Association, and the veterans, and we even have some contests as well where we do some kind of fundraising as well. So fast forward, I mean, the first year it was more like that, and then some of the schools sometimes would order from us for their affairs. We started off with the biggest thing for us were cake pops and cupcakes, and even UCSF hospitals. My sister-in-law works there, and she would kind of promote it to her coworkers, and then just the word of mouth. That's where, and of course, because I think we were doing such a right thing, and we made sure that we also not only produce baked goodies that are pretty, but they're also tasty, meaning the flavor is there that you can really taste it. Anyway, so as I was saying, that's all where we started, and we didn't really know anything much about how we have to operate, not being from America or not knowing the rules. And again, these are some of the tips that probably in the future videos I would be uploading, because if you want to start your own home-based bakery, there are a lot of sets of laws and regulations that you may want to investigate in. I thought that, because she was in high school and this was a small project, that we will not be binded by those, but unfortunately we were. And it's still ongoing right now, where kids would find themselves being kind of slapped on the wrist by the health department of their counties and said, "Yep, you cannot sell without a license," or something. It's kind of sad, but I can understand also why, because we have to also take care of or make sure that we don't risk, we don't pose any health risk to anyone. So that's going to be another story or another log or another probably chat or talk. But anyway, I don't want to bore you with anything. I want to kind of show some of the photos of some of our projects where we can also show you what we have done over the years. I apologize for that noise. That's our notification on this computer. Anyway, I will show you some samples, and I can probably do some kind of voiceover on them real quickly, and so that you can see what we have done. Okay. Okay, here are some of our earlier projects. Actually, this one on the frame right now is our very, very first custom cake. It's actually for my niece on her 13th birthday, because and this is another tip. First, you kind of want to practice with people you know, and the people you know would be more than honest to give you their honest opinion. So that's first tip. But anyway, we started off with a small cake and added some cupcakes, and it was a hit. It was a party. So I know it had some flaws. We looked at some. It's interesting because we learned from YouTube University. Okay, so we learned about basic fondant, how to make them from scratch. We made them out of marshmallows and stuff like that. So now moving on to some of the other projects that we have. We have been creating assorted cupcakes, and again, folks would order from us by the dozens. And then we decided we want to do cake pops. Some parents, some moms would order cake pops as party favors, and that's something that was something new to us. So of course we want to explore that as well. So we have started with just the round basic cake pops with just sprinkles on tops, and then we sold them for 50 cents each. We didn't even have wrappers back then. We just put them in like a styrofoam or you know those sandwich bags or paper bags, those brown bags. And they sell hotcakes again. They sold like hotcakes again. And then we kind of graduated to, okay, this is working, so let's see how we can do this the right way. Instead of just doing probably a small one, let's make it a little bigger and give them more bites since they like it. So we kind of upped up the price, 75 cents, then became $1 for the base one because they're so huge, you know, they're like a couple of tablespoons or a tablespoon and a half. And those are the basic ones. And then we started learning how to make customized designs, customized cake pops, customized cakes, and cupcakes. So making custom baked goodies is really something that is both fun and rewarding, and that sometimes would set you apart from, of course, the grocery made cakes. The better you are at it, I know that a lot of my YouTube followers are also crafters, so my craft also expands past paper crafting. I do baked goodies crafting, so to speak, and I want to share what I know also there. Again, learned through a lot of tutorials, videos, and we've enrolled in some classes. Michael's have classes as well, and also there are some online classes that sometimes you have to pay for, a small fee in order for you to watch the professionals do the right thing. And what we have been trying to do also at the same time as we hone our baking skills, and as you see, there are a lot of photos here that are flashing. We make cookies as well. We make them as party favors. They make good party favors, and you know they match every theme. But as I was saying, what we have been doing as well is that, you know, for every constructive criticisms we get, we improve the taste, we improve the design, we collaborate with our customers and give them the personalized touch. Now, of course, again, we started off as a charity, and now we're a business. Reason being is that now my daughter's in college, and instead of having a full-time job, this is her part-time job. A full-time student she's so busy because she's taking pre-med, and she is doing this on the side to make some money so that she can also buy her textbooks and pay for some of the needs that a college student has. And of course, we still donate to the charities. And right now, actually, for every sale we have, we donate portions of those to the portions of our profits to charities. Because again, we started off as a charity. We don't want to forget the roots on why we started this. Knowing that we have some needs to buy those tools and equipments, we really need to make this as a business, aside from what I talked about, licensing and you know they cost a lot too. So we have to pay for materials and ingredients, and also appliances and tools, as well as, of course, always renewing our licenses and certifications. So that is why there was a need to make it as a business. However, we do donate some of our cakes to icingsmiles.org, and this is an organization, and they donate cakes to kids stricken with serious illnesses, and not only the kids themselves, not only the patients, but their siblings as well. And mostly their siblings are recipients of our cakes, because even though they're not sick, you know, when there's somebody sick in the family, everyone in the family is sick and they're all suffering. And we kind of want to reward also the siblings for being such a trooper in dealing with their siblings illnesses. So we also donate their cakes for not only those who are sick, but also who are, again, the siblings. So we try to do that, and we're trying to also reach out to some organizations and hospitals to see where we can donate our cakes or baked goodies to bring smiles to people. And again, you will see some of our cakes really improve through the years. A lot of our cakes are for children. We love making cakes for children. We love making cake pops, cupcakes. They match, the best orders are those that are, they would want a whole spread from the cake to the cupcakes to the cookies to the cake pops, and sometimes they even have, we also make candy apples, and we've made candy apples in the shape of Minnie Mouse, so we custom make them also. And we make truffles, we do gift boxes, and also baskets, and again, for a price. It's just that I cannot really share here the exact prices, because anything customized, you have to consider not just the materials, or for every ingredient, even the water you use or electricity you use in calculating the price, but also the amount of servings, the type of flavor. We have basic versus the gourmet flavors, and also the amount of work, man hours needed to decorate or to create that customized baked goodie. So, but what I can share with you is that we've learned through the years that before we're kind of sometimes really just donating all our strength and everything, but of course we're sometimes in the red because we still have to pay for the electricity and stuff. So I've learned also the business side of it, and also to make profit and set aside for also Jessica's needs for her school. And she's when because she's in pre-med, she also she's planning on becoming a doctor someday, and hopefully that she can save enough also for her school materials or needs. Maybe not enough to pay for 4 years of medical schools, but it certainly would help her in her needs. So again, that's the reason why we did that. So I'm showing you some of the cakes that we have here. Again, children's cakes. We have cakes for grown-ups, cakes for her, cakes for him. We have cakes for weddings. I love doing weddings, although they are really very stressful, high maintenance, especially when it really requires months and months of planning with the bride and the bride's family, and even with the groom. So that is a lot of time spent there as well. So I hope you like some of the examples that I am flashing here. I'm not showing off our products because we just want to show off. No, I just want to let you get inspired, because again, we started small and look at where we're at now. Now we're busy every weekend, but we're trying to balance life and also our baking business, because aside from that, I'm a full-time IT professional that work from home. My husband also. And then we have this business, and then my daughter is a full-time student, and of course aside from that we do church activities as well. We want to make sure that everything is in balance, so we try to only keep our orders during weekends the minimum. When I say minimum, if it's a small order, we can take up to 3 small orders of up to 50 servings or 50 people each, and then the big orders, just 1 per weekend. That's from 100 servings and up. So again, I hope that in the future uploads I will be able to give you some tips. Please comment down below what you want to see. Are you interested in opening a home-based business, baking business, or any business at all? What are your plans to do? And if you want to see videos about how we do our, how we, from the start to the finish, how we do a project, I can do that as well. We do create or make figures or edible figures or cake toppers, and we also sell them. Sometimes there are other bakers out there who probably take in a lot of cake orders, and sometimes they run out of time and they order from us, from cupcake toppers to cake decorations and figures or edible figures. And I think it's a good idea for them to do that. It saves them time and energy, and they'll factor into the pricing, and voila, they have a beautiful cake. And we also offer this to those who are novice bakers or family bakers that they just want to bake their child a cake, but they just want a professional or a figure or edible topper, but they cannot pull it up. So we offer them also for sale. Again, if you're interested, let me know. Please click like, subscribe, and please share as well. I hope you all are having a great day. This is Josie from Life at 50 and Beyond saying thanks and take care, everyone. Bye-bye.